So you want to start game development? Of course, the choice of the game engine is essential. 3 years now into game dev as a hobbyist, this question keeps always important. Maybe on some day you even have to change the engine suddenly. Yes, I'm talking to you, Unity. There are game engines that are particularly specialized in creating 2D games, such as Godot or Game Maker. Well, first of all, what is Godot? Godot is an open source and super light engine with a big community and works on literally every toaster. Also, it just doesn't take too much space on your computer. It's like, let me check it. Yeah, it's like 50 megabytes or so. So it's very lean, works on every device, and it's fully open source. And the new thing is there is an asset store you can buy assets from, like 3D models or code or other features. Now we come to Game Maker. It's also a game engine that is free in its basic pricing, and it's also focusing on making 2D games. Not only for PC and console, but also for mobile games. It's well documented and a good start for beginning with game development. There are already some known references in the indie scene like 4Ager or Katana Zero from devs who use this engine. Other engines such as Unity or the Unreal Engine are more flexible and can be used to develop both 2D and 3D games. The largest communities rally around Unreal Engine and Unity. Well, with Unity it was like that at least once. They made a quite misstep. If you scroll over YouTube, you see a full community on Rage. The background is the new fee Unity is introducing. It will charge every developer when 200 copies or more are sold 20 cents for each install on their game. This is hitting not only studios but also small developers really hard. And there's also no protection for piracy, where people crack or download your game from illegal sites, and if you're unlucky you will even be charged for this by Unity. So many game developers come together and start boycotting and making plans to switch to other engines. On their Twitter site or X, they apologized for this. So Unity is maybe down, I don't know, maybe they take a step back, but I'm not sure. So if you want to make 2D games, maybe like Celeste or something like this, like platformer games or top-down games in 2D, you would better choose Godot engine or the Game Maker. If you ask me, I would go with the Unreal Engine, no matter if 2D or 3D. It's completely free and suitable for indie games, and also AAA. You can do 2D game development was not as supported as in the other engines, and I think it still is. But there's a big asset store with cool plugins. With cool plugins you can use, like PaperZD, which is free, which helps you to create flipbooks or animated characters, and also other assets like the Aseprite importer, which is Aseprite is a tool for making pixel art, and you also see others here like fold templates. A good choice to start when you have no experience or you want to specialize in 2D is Cobra Code. He's focusing on doing pixel art or 2.5D, which means pixel characters in a 3D environment games, and has a Udemy course and also Patreon, which is really helpful for doing this. Another big plus for the Unreal Engine was I couldn't get really warm with code. Coding was always a big black box for me, and the cool thing is I think the other engines have it now too, is the visual programming, which is called blueprints. All the code is placed in an environment that is more visual pleasing, and it's way easier to learn. For me, it's also a good thing because I have a better communication base between the programmer and me as a game designer and artist. Also, there's a big community of content creators who make tutorials if you want to make 3D games, and you can be sure Epic will support this engine for a long time, because Fortnite is a never-ending cash cow. And there's also another thing that is really interesting on Unreal Engine, is the thing that it's spreading not only over the gaming market but also over movies, architecture, automobile, broadcasting and live events, simulations and stuff like this. It's not as supported as Unity if you want to make mobile games, but I'm sure this will come. And if you see these pictures, I mean, it's amazing, but this will cost. So Unreal Engine is really heavy. The download will take you up to 20 gigabytes, and the system requirements are not makeable for lower laptops or PCs. So you have to consider this. Hope this helps a little bit, since it's still a perspective from a hobbyist who's like 3 years into game development. Hope to see you next week. Bye bye.